Hey, what's up guys? So today we're going to be analyzing whether time spent sleeping per week is affected by gender. So I started off by doing a normality test, and my null hypothesis was that the data is from a normal distribution, and my alternative hypothesis was that the data is not from a normal distribution. So I went ahead and did the test and got this EDA, and as we can see, both histograms are roughly symmetric. And also from this window, I gathered that the mean for females is 513.3351, standard deviation is 129.7328, and the p-value for the normality test is 0.0100. And for males, the mean is 504.3495, standard deviation is 132.5021, and the p-value for the normality test is 0.0100. So for the female normality test, I can conclude that with a p-value of 0.0100, we reject the null hypothesis and can conclude the data is not from a normal distribution. And we can also use the same conclusion for the male normality test because they both have the same exact p-value. So then after that, I did the test for unequal variance, and then my null hypothesis was that the variance for males equals the variance for females, and my alternative hypothesis was that the variance for males does not equal the variance for females. So I did the test and checked the Levine p-value. Since it's less than 0.005, I concluded that with a p-value of 0.0030, we reject the null hypothesis and can conclude that the variance for males differs from the variance for females. So that just means that they have unequal variances, so we need to do a t-test, not a pooled t-test. So for the t-test, my null hypothesis was that the average time spent sleeping per week for males equals the average time spent sleeping per week for females. And my alternative hypothesis was that the average time spent sleeping per week for males is greater than the average time spent sleeping per week for females. So I did the test, and I got that the difference between the two averages was negative 8.986. The t-value was negative 8.011, and the confidence interval was negative 11.184 to negative 6.787, and the p-value was around 1. So I concluded that with a p-value of 1, we retain the null hypothesis and cannot conclude that the average time spent sleeping for males is greater than the average time spent sleeping for females. And the confidence interval also supports this because the confidence interval is entirely less than 0, which shows that the average time spent sleeping per week for males is less than the average time spent sleeping per week for females. And yeah, that's about it.